Welcome back to What's That Flick? I'm Joe.
I'm Matt.
And basically, this is the show where our host Robert shows some random movie clips, and we have to guess what that movie clip is. And it's first to score 3. And
we'll see what happens
we'll
on
see
this
what
one.
happens.
Dude, I'm very mad that we didn't get to talk about Event Horizon on the clip episode last time.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Because, dude, I just love Sam Neill's performance where he's blind and he's shooting.
What makes you think I'll miss?
Yeah, and he goes, "You can't leave. She
won't let you." He's like
classic.
this. Dude, just perfect aim, blind, just shooting people.
Taylor.
Bear with me 1 second.
There are other hotels in Miami.
I'm really sorry.
What is the problem here? We made these reservations over 6 months ago.
I know, ma'am. I'm just not seeing it.
Well, where's Lisa?
Oh
Lisa
my
always
God.
takes care of us.
I know.
Okay.
She's out of town. Her grandmother passed away.
Yeah, you definitely have.
Would you get in more trouble if you bothered her or if I called corporate?
Okay.
Cut the clip.
Dude, I've seen it. All right.
Write something down.
Write something down, Joe. Find your boards. Matt looks like he's locked in.
I might. I don't know. I got thrown off the other week with Office Space, so who knows if I even know what I'm talking about.
Seen it, dude. It's gonna bother
All right,
me.
Rob,
All right,
come on, give me
3,
the countdown.
2, 1, and flip.
Red Eye.
Red Eye.
Yes.
It was a disaster movie, so I couldn't think. Damn.
Red Eye, released in 2005, directed by Wes Craven, starring Rachel McAdams, Cillian Murphy, and Brian Cox. Budget $26 million, box office $96.2 million, 0 Oscar nominations. Flick fact: Cillian Murphy wanted the role of Jackson so badly that he took a plane from England to Hollywood 2 days before his wedding just to have lunch with Wes Craven. Craven later gave him the part, saying that his eyes won him over.
Dude,
I needed more time.
I am gonna say, okay, saw this movie maybe six months to a year ago with Elias. I was watching it. I don't know if you watched it recently.
I haven't seen it in a while.
So the plan to kill the president or whoever it was so bad and so elaborate. It was so fake. Like, it was probably the worst. Like, they needed to get him at a certain hotel room in that scene. So they were like closing off this hotel section so they could shoot a missile from a boat at his room.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Because the main girl's McAdams, right?
Yes, and then
Cillian Murphy.
Murphy.
He's awesome in that movie.
Dude,
anything he touches for me, I love.
I think
He's so creepy.
So I personally think he's good in this film in the beginning, but then the plot just gets so elaborate.
It just goes crazy. I remember that.
It's like it kind of takes you out because
It's kind of like, I mean, it's an airplane movie, so I'm comparing like Snakes on a Plane. Like, I feel like it had a hot start, and then it just goes too far.
Yeah, exactly. It
Like
goes too far.
They take it too
yeah,
far.
exactly. She kind of just like, how do I say this? Like you're like, oh, it's such a grounded movie in the beginning, and then you're like, oh, this guy's a real psycho, and then he just like starts spilling this whole like elaborate plan to kill this president guy, and you're like, wait, what? Where did that?
A memorable scene from the movie?
Dude, it's been too
I
long.
would say when they shoot that missile, they try to shoot that missile at the...
Maybe just her meeting him.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Is this taken?
No, it's all yours.
Oh, the part... Dude, do you remember the part when he gets stabbed by the pen?
Yeah, she does, right?
Yeah, dude, that part was like, oh my God. Like when he got stabbed in with the pen.
I think I got to rewatch it.
That was the first time I remember seeing that actor too, Cillian Murphy, in a movie.
Yeah, it was because that was before Batman Begins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my first time seeing him too.
He does.
Realm.
Cillian Murphy does have one of my favorite Batman lines though too.
Not my diagnosis.
Oh yeah, not
my diagnosis because we bring it up all the time, but like it's literally my favorite.
He's awesome.
What happened?
Family paid the ransom. Then they sent the kid home after a couple of days. Minus an ear, of course.
Now every mother in Mexico City with a little bit of money wants bigger and better bodyguards. My own wife included.
I hate to break it to you, but she's right. She's right. Look, Sammy, all my clients have kidnap and ransom insurance.
I have a policy.
Ah, dude, Mickey Rourke looks so cool in this
Yeah.
movie. Holy crap.
Dude, you've seen it.
It's a great movie. All right.
Oh, dude, I was freaking out.
I'm freaking out right now because I don't think I've seen it.
Here we go.
God,
I would think you have, but
I would think you
I'm not
have
going to
too.
say anything else. I need to come back from Red Eye. So.
right now,
All right,
dude.
Here we go.
Hey, where's the clock?
Yeah, we're going right now. We're going right now. 3,
God.
Jesus Christ.
2, 1. Flip it.
God,
Man on
dude.
Fire.
Sin City because he's in
Man
the
on
movie.
Fire.
Gosh
Yeah.
damn it, dude. No way. I've 100% seen
Yeah.
it.
Man on Fire, released in 2004, directed by Tony Scott, starring Denzel Washington, Dakota Fanning, Christopher Walken, Radha Mitchell, and Mark Anthony. Budget $70 million, box office $130.3 million, 0 Oscar nominations. Flick fact: writer Brian Helgeland first saw the original Man on Fire, released in 1987, when he was renting videos in the late 80s. He walked into the video store where Quentin Tarantino was working and asked, "What's good?" And Tarantino recommended Man on Fire.
Why do I not remember
I'm
him in
still
that
with it.
scene?
God, I just saw. This is the first time I seen it.
No
a few
way.
weeks ago.
No
Yeah.
way. Is
Yeah.
that lucky?
No way.
Emily was begging. Yes, gave
It's a
me clutch.
good movie.
She's been
Ah,
begging me to
dude.
see it. It's good.
Yeah.
We watched it because it had the same. What is it? Dakota Fanning.
Yeah.
The same duo in Equalizer 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So I didn't know that because we watched that movie in theaters, and she's like, "Oh, the duo's back." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What duo? What the hell are you talking about?" She's like, "No way, I haven't seen Man on Fire." First, so I'm not lying, and I didn't have any
Yeah.
spoilers because it's not like a movie like
Yeah.
it'd be all over the internet or whatever. But the first time I watched it, I knew the dad was bad. Like he just was so slimy. Like it was something like she wanted to do something.
Yeah.
I think she wanted to swim. He's like, "No, you need to do piano lessons or something." And I was like, "Oh, that guy's he's for sure
Yeah.
bad." Like they,
Yeah.
like they just made him
You
bad.
felt
right
you
there.
felt it already.
Yeah, I felt
Like,
the menacingness.
I think this was Tony Scott.
I think so.
I think he
Yeah.
directed it. It had, I like the way the film kind of shakes sometimes,
Mhm.
and like it has that like blur when there's like little moments, like when he has flashbacks or whatnot.
Yeah.
I really like that in the movie. I would say that's
Yeah.
probably like
I'm trying to think my most memorable.
Rob.
scene.
Was it Tony Scott?
Yeah, that was a good call by
Yeah,
you, Tony Scott.
I think it was Tony Scott.
Nice.
Yeah.
Most memorable scene. I do like the shootout. Like
Oh, in the cars when they're doing the between the cars in the city or whatever.
Yeah.
The bus.
well, no, I wasn't even saying that. I was gonna say like just when he gets shot. Because like he's trying to
yeah,
save
yeah.
the girl, and he just get it's kind of like on Call of Duty when you get ear hold. Dude, he gets ear hold so bad, he just gets collapsed.
You felt
on
it?
And I
You
just felt it.
You're
Dude, I
like,
felt
I've
his
been in
pain.
that
I'm
moment
like,
or what? You're like,
I've been in that moment in a video game.
Dude, Mickey Rourke looks so cool right there.
Dude, he does.
He looks. I like him in every movie,
Yeah.
but he looked badass in that.
Early Mickey before he just went crazy with his face.
I don't know.
yeah.
That was like in the middle of it. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was
that's the middle. That was before
He still wasn't like Pretty Boy Mick, but he was
Yeah.
kind of like that's like Sin City time.
I mean, he still
Yeah.
looks like a person right there. You know?
yeah. He doesn't look like a corpse yet.
Dude,
Yeah.
he looks. Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, he looks bad.
Dude, I don't know. I see him in movies and I'm like, oh, he looks normal. But then you see him out and about,
Looks
and
like-
you're like, dude, what the hell is that? He looks like Axl Rose, dude.
No.
He looks like a surgery gone wrong with
Remember-
Axl
do
Rose.
you remember Minority Report where Tom Cruise has the like thing to like disguise his face?
Each precog has their own bedroom, television, and weight room.
His face melts. That's what he looks like. His face is like melting in the mush.
Feeling on 3. 1 letter. Damn it, Cooley. Do it on 3. Or go on the screen. Okay, sorry.
Silent night.
Are you telling me you think Riggs is playing some kind of a game here?
Sure. He wants the cash. I've seen it 100 times, but he'll come around.
This is bothering me.
All right. I've seen this one.
Write something down.
We doing hints right now?
Yo, no hints.
Are we doing hints today?
Here we go. 3.
I don't remember that
2.
part. If it is
1. Flip.
Die Hard?
Police Academy. If anything, but it's not on there.
Oh, damn it, you guys.
It's not Die Hard?
You guys are killing these clips.
I've seen this movie. I know for sure.
For sure, both of you have. Starring
RoboCop
by the name of Mel Gibson.
Oh, Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
No way.
Lethal Weapon, released in 1987, directed by Richard Donner, starring Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Tracy Wolff. Budget $15 million, box office $120.2 million, had 1 Oscar nomination, but it took home 1 Oscar win for Best Sound. Flick fact, Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis were actually considered for each other's roles in Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Bruce Willis was offered the role of Martin Riggs, but turned it down, and a year later he filmed Die Hard in 1988. Mel Gibson was considered to play John McClane, so was Harrison Ford, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they all turned it down. Coincidentally, the script for Die Hard with a Vengeance, released in 1995, was briefly considered to be filmed as a Lethal Weapon sequel.
First one too, huh?
Yep. First one.
Dude, I'm mush.
Okay.
I'm fucking.
Let's talk about this movie.
I forgot it was Christmas.
Yeah, I always forget it's Christmas. It's the one movie
That's
I do
why
forget.
I was so thrown off because I'm like thinking Christmas.
Dude,
I know Die Hard. I'm like, did I miss a clip in Die Hard?
Okay, I think Mel Gibson. I think this is my favorite. I would say role as Mel Gibson plays. You know, I like him in Ransom.
Yeah, like you
Payback
like
is
like
good.
that role for him. Where he's this badass.
Yeah, like I like Sugar Tits Mel Gibson, dude. Like just unhinged, just ready to just, you know.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I think we all want the answer to this.
What the fuck does sugar tits even mean?
Do you remember that when he got pulled over by that cop?
Which one?
You don't remember that?
What are you
Dude, in
talking
real
about?
life. So he was drunk and he got
no,
pulled over by a cop. And then he's like, how's it going, sugar tits? But the opening scene to this, the cigarette scene.
Yeah, when he wakes up.
When he shoots himself.
He tries to shoot himself.
Dude, that was intense. Like I like Mel Gibson's character in this movie so much because he's just so like ready to kill himself. He's ready to.
He's just got nothing to lose.
He's got nothing to lose. Then Danny Glover comes into the scene, and then
they're a great duo too. I think my favorite scene of Lethal Weapon was it's early in the movie, but like the guy's trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
And Mel's like every other tactic, you know, like you see in movies, they have like the big megaphones, like don't jump, and he's just like, do it, I'll do it with you.
Do you really want to jump? Do you wanna? Well, then that's fine with me. Come on, let's do it, asshole. Let's do it.
And he's like, he's just like plays extra psycho, and the guy's like, you're fucking crazy, man. And then he saves him.
I like his hair too. He has that like long. It's kind of a semi-mullet.
Dude, that was like the total. I feel like him, Sylvester Stallone, and there's one other one that were just like competing for like best 80s hair.
Best 80s hair.
I think I give it a Mel. Mel's mullet.
Yeah, the mullet's pretty sick in this movie.
Mel or Stallone in the second Rambo or first Rambo.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Rambo 3 though.
Dude,
Rambo 3 is okay. Rambo 3 though, on the horse in Arabia, beats it. if you beat me on this one, Joe, I'm getting too old for this shit.
I'm too old for this shit.
Well, as you know, she had her first child last week. A girl. With her new husband. And thank God, you know. I'm glad for her. She just,
I already knew it kind of.
I knew it right before. I knew it before.
Thank Thomas for sharing himself with us.
I didn't need to say
Thank you, Thomas.
I had it locked in my head. I had it locked in my head.
Jeez, we needed that. Hell yeah.
The way we've been playing today?
Yeah, we needed an alley-oop, dude. Shoot, I wasn't even getting the alley-oop right away.
All right.
Brain's fried.
I think that was a hard lethal. I feel like that was a hard lethal weapon clip.
That's the wife.
It was definitely a hard lethal.
Or no, that's not the wife. What am I talking about?
But she's a big part of the movie.
But yeah.
I know, but she's in a lot of movies. 80s movies especially, dude.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 3.
Got it. I just forgot it was
1.
Christmas.
Flip.
Fight Club. Fight Club.
Fight Club, released in 1999, directed by David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, and Helena Bonham Carter. Budget $63 million. Box office $101.2 million. One Oscar nomination, was nominated for Best Visual Effects, but did not take home any Oscar wins. Flick fact: author Chuck Palahniuk first came up with the idea for the novel after being beaten up on a camping trip when he complained to some nearby campers about the noise for their radio. When he returned to work, he was fascinated to find that nobody would mention or acknowledge his injuries, instead saying such commonplace things like, "How was your weekend?" Palahniuk concluded that the reason people reacted this way was because if they asked him what had happened, a degree of personal interaction would be necessary, and his workmates simply didn't care enough to connect with him on a personal level. It was his fascination with this societal blocking which became the foundation for the novel.
The rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
I don't know. Can we even talk about Fight Club right now?
I don't think we're allowed to talk about it.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
I'm going to talk about...
This is my favorite David Fincher movie.
Oh.
Over 7.
Yeah, by far for me.
Damn, I don't know about by far. 7's really good.
I
think it's close. And you got Social Network.
But I told you about 7. I don't like... 7 was...
Oh, because you said
I knew spoiled. It got spoiled for me, so... And
yeah, but this movie got spoiled for me.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I just feel different about it.
This movie's just so cool.
It's just cool.
It's a cool movie.
I think that's what it is, too.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie like this, other than this movie.
Yeah, I like that it's a thriller and an action film at the same time, in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
My favorite part would probably be, it's like a small part, but I really liked, God, there's a lot. Like, I like when they first meet in the parking lot and they fight. That part's really badass. I like when he starts hitting himself in front of his boss.
Sick.
And then I think one of my favorites is when he fights Leto, and he just like beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then he at the end of it, he's like, "I just wanted to destroy something beautiful."
I felt like destroying something beautiful.
I like that line.
It's just like a cool line.
Did you see his diet for this movie?
I think
it was insane. It was like just a can of tuna and like an avocado the whole day, and I'm like, dude, this is just insane. Like,
he looks sick though.
He did, but that's just crazy. Like, I think he did it for like 6-7 months.
Do you think he looks better, like physically? Not saying like cooler, because I think he looks cooler in this movie. But do you think he looks better physically in this movie, or like when he's a little beefed up in like Troy? I think Troy is like.
Say Interview with Vampire.
No homo. He's the most prime male human ever.
Yeah, he's jacked in Troy, but Interview with Vampire, dude, just pale and creepy looking.
No way. No way with the ponytail.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he is. I don't know. I like jacked Troy though. I would say.
Like I just think he's bigger and he's just like he's tan, and
I sometimes forget that Edward
makes me question.
Is there no one else?
It's
Gay for joy.
Pull it, Rob! Pull it, Rob! Got him!
Have I seen it?
No, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't think you have.
Top clip. Here we go.
You definitely haven't seen it, actually.
I'm screwed.
3, 2, 1, and flip.
Rain Man!
Rain Man.
Yeah!
I have seen Rain Man.
I know I said that to throw you off.
Wow.
Rain Man, released in 1988, directed by Barry Levinson, starring Dustin Hoffman, Tom Cruise, and Valerie Galino. Budget $25 million. Box office a whopping $354.8 million. 8 Oscar nominations and took home 4 wins. One for Best Picture, Mark Johnson, Best Actor, Dustin Hoffman, Best Director, Barry Levinson, and Best Writing, Ron Bass and Barry Moreau. Flick fact, Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, and Mel Gibson all turned down the part of Raymond Babbitt. Hoffman was reluctant to play the part and was originally hired to play the part of Charlie Babbitt, but after being moved to tears seeing a savant named Leslie Lemke, who is blind, intellectually challenged, and has cerebral palsy, play concerts on the piano by ear, he decided to play the part of Raymond Babbitt instead. 3 weeks into filming, Hoffman asked the director to pull him out of the movie because he thought it was the worst work of his life. He went on to win his second Oscar as the lead actor for his performance.
You don't recognize
I've only seen it one time.
Hey, you don't recognize Tom Cruise's wrist?
Crazy.
I've seen the movie one time.
No way.
I mean, I loved it.
Oh, okay. Definitely seen this movie, Joe.
Yeah, gotta see Jeopardy. Gotta see Jeopardy.
I remember that clip because that is my favorite scene in the entire movie. If that scene isn't in the movie, I don't think I would. The whole Vegas part, that whole Vegas part, I don't think I would like the movie as much as I do. Like, it just caught me off guard.
That's the highlight of the movie.
Like, it's cool. Like, that's like the Rocky IV fighting the Russian in the movie.
He's
like
taking down Vegas.
Like, he's going into. I love movies where they take down Vegas, but especially like, hey man, we're gonna screw over this casino. This guy can count cards. Like, and that's one of the best. Yeah, so you're like, and then you think to yourself, I can be Vegas. Like, I miss the movies like Color Money, like Rain Man. Like, I wish he would make movies like that.
He's
again.
gone. I think
Hyper
more action and less goofy, but you still get little hints of his goofy.
Yeah.
Like, he's goofy as hell, especially in Color Money. I think that's one of his.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
movies.
I think
I love it though. I think it's entertaining.
After the Scientology video, with the Mission Impossible theme song, Rob, you can pull that clip up.
Being Scientologist, you look at someone and you know absolutely that you can help them.
But it's like it's him talking about Scientology.
He's got to pull up.
It's talking about Scientology, and has the Mission Impossible theme song to the Scientology video.
What do you do? Your most memorable scene?
He said Vegas. I was gonna say. Mine would probably be like the first time you see he's a savant when they're in the diner or whatever, and they drop the toothpicks out of the cardboard box, and he's like, 60 tip.
Yeah.
246 total change. Ray, how many toothpicks are in?
250.
Pretty close. Come on, let's go, Ray. 246.
There's 4 left in the box.
Do you think Tom Cruise is a scumbag in the movie? I feel like he's just in a situation.
He's on the border.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
I mean, I think I would handle it differently. Me personally, I would think I would handle it differently, but
I would do it.
I would do it, but you kind of like, you're like, I don't know. It's just a weird. I could see him acting.
I don't know. Like in the movie, like when he gets mad at his brother early on and stuff like that. Like, can you blame him, dude? His brother is nuts. Like, he's absolutely like, God, he's crazy. He's
I think it's one of those things, man. You're not,
and he's never.
Yeah.
He doesn't know him, So it's like it's your brother,
hard.
but it's
you're still there's that.
It's a stranger. It's really like
so you're getting used to there's a weird dynamic because you're getting used to somebody that's like you've never known before,
but it's your blood.
Yeah, and then you find out this. So I think it's like him getting used to the situation because there's always a transition in life, where you're like trying to get used to something or someone, and you get frustrated and you're like, oh, damn.
I think,
all right, now
I think he's a little bit of a scumbag. I don't think he's full blown scumbag, but he's a little scumbag.
When you take somebody to Vegas and try to win money,
he's a little slimy. There's no denying that. He's a little slimy. Rain Man
takes it. He wins.
We got.
You got to be the Rain Man and see Tom Cruise's wrist and know you got it.
Know the wrist.